what we're going to do. This is going to be a fun podcast. And I just want to take Lisa through kind of her journey, her story, and share that with you guys. And then we're going to give some really impactful tips as to for new business owners. And this will be really beneficial for you, let's say if you've been in the game for the last 5 years or 10 years as well. So don't tune out if you're not a brand new clinician. This is going to be helpful for you as well. So Lisa, let's just rewind. Let's go all the way back to school. Where did you go to school again?
I went to Upstate Medical University. It's a state university in Syracuse, New York.
Awesome. So, and you recently graduated. I want to take you back to like that last year in school.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind? Did you know that you wanted to start a practice? Like, take us back there.
No. I love telling this story because at that time, some people would ask me, do you ever have the aspiration of owning your own practice? And I was like, nope, not even a little bit. And we can get into that a little bit more, but I was not in that mindset at all. And at the time I was like, do well in clinic, study for my boards, pass my boards, like that sort of thing. And I was fortunate that I had a job lined up already. So I really could just kind of put myself into focusing on that big step of passing the boards, doing well in that. And then I went right into acute care actually. And I knew long-term that's not what I envisioned for my career. I really was passionate about outpatient, but I also knew that based on other experiences I had, I was going to be really picky about trying to find an outpatient experience because a lot of the ones that I had, you had to see a lot of people at once. A lot of our time and efforts was focused on paperwork for insurance. I'm sure all of us can relate to that. And it, at times, for lack of a better term, it felt like it felt a little cookie cutter, and it felt like it wasn't what I envisioned for myself personally. And that's not to say there aren't great clinics out there and amazing clinicians who work in insurance-based practices, because there 1000% are. But I just felt like I wasn't living to my truest potential for what I envisioned in patient care.
Yeah, so that led you down this road to thinking about starting your own practice. How far out of school were you when that happened? And also like what really like fully initiated that for you?
Yeah. So, passed my boards in July. By October, I was already like, all right, what's the next move? And one of my friends mentioned this concept of mobile cash-based therapy to me. And I was like, what is that? Started looking into it more. I had this like burning fire, and maybe that resonated. A lot of what I was reading about it resonated with me because it's like, oh, wow, you can be one-on-one. You can provide that quality that you're looking for. And people are willing to seek out that high quality service. But at the time I was like, oh, I don't know anything about business. Like, this isn't realistic. Kind of let it go for a while. I was working a couple per diem jobs, both in acute care and outpatient in the meantime. And then COVID hit. And like for most of us, that, initiated a lot of change, whether it was wanted or not. And I took that as an opportunity, because I was furloughed for a brief period last spring, to really reevaluate. And thankfully, I really reconnected with a lot of people, one of them being one of my great mentors, who was actually one of my clinical instructors in school. And she referred me to your Facebook group, and kind of the rest is history. Everything that you were posting, Josh, resonated with me. And I was like, this is what I need to do. If I'm going to stay in this field and really wake up every morning excited, because I was already starting to experience a little bit of that burnout a lot of us can probably relate to. And I didn't want to wake up dreading going to work, like in a year from that time, let alone down my career. So, and a lot of things fell into place, and I took your and David's class, met a lot of amazing people all across the country from that. And honestly, from there, I've never looked back, and just door after door has been opened by putting myself out there and pursuing this. It's been amazing.